Hello folks, and welcome to part 3 and hopefully the final part of this HMV Stereomaster 2032. So the hold up, if you remember, we took the cartridge out because it was only working, well, it's a Sonatone 90AHC, and I discovered that the actuator is missing. So this is where the stylus goes in, and just here, I'll just point with a screwdriver, there should be a rubbery bit which makes the things, the bars, the piezoelectric things move. So if I've now had Andy at Stockport from Vintage Audio, who has managed to find one for me. Let's see whether we can get focus on that. And you can see there's an actuator just there. So what we're going to now do is to fit a stylus which I've bought. Wherever my field of view is. That's new. Well, I'd like this to be double LP, but beggars can't be choosers. It's LP that side, and it's LP both sides. That's brilliant. So hopefully we can fit this just like that. There we go. So it's a turnover stylus. It's a double diamond, so it should do 1000 LP sides, and then you can turn it over and do 1000 LP sides. But it's always best to check from time to time. We did get a stylus with in a bag of bits, and I'm not going to put it in this one, but I'm not going to throw that away because at least one of the two looks to be in okay condition. Okay, well, we'll plug this in and see whether... Where's my mains lead? Oh, I need to run some oil in it. That was the other hold up, was we got no oil. So I did a bit of lubrication with WD-40, but it's not what I'm trained to do. We did put grease where there should be grease. There's two types. I always use a 3-in-1 oil, and I noticed it's now manufactured by WD-40. And then we have the oil in oil can. I've had to get these from RS Components. About £6 a pop, you know. Gone are the days when you went to the pound shop and got one. But I wanted to put some oil down the motor. I haven't put the circlip on there, obviously. Otherwise I wouldn't have been able to take it off. So I'm just going to snip the end off this new oil, wherever the... Well, there's some scissors here, so I might as well use the scissors. And hopefully that will get into the mechanism.
The turntable platter is in this
it
bag.
Is. I'll worry about that in a bit. Now this is on something.
I think it's just stood on the line.
You could be right. Yeah, that seems pretty.
Oh, the chop block for the speakers or what have you.
Is that what it is?
There, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Anyway, I'm going to get... now we've got a stylus and a cartridge in, we're going to do the pressure. Let's hope the battery's not flat in this. Everything I come to seems to have got a flat battery. Ah, you know what?
Cold weather helps.
That's got a flat battery as well. Ah, dear, I'm just going to put a record on and I'll just physically feel that. It doesn't seem ridiculous these test records, we're not that bothered anyway. But I just want to see where we're heading. So we'll switch the product on. We're on gram, and hopefully we've got something on both channels, and we have.
I'm not sure where the records have gone. There was over here.
Right. Where has the records gone? Hunt the records.
Got moved.
Not that we're short of records. I've got 19,000 singles, but that's not what they are.
I think I can see them on this chair over here, so
Ah.
I'll just make my way to them.
Which chair's that?
Pass that to you.
Yes.
I'll just move this box to see where they go.
Okay.
There's a 10-inch one in there. So
Right, well, we're going to start with a Reader's Digest record number 5, because we don't want any copyright strikes. This is... Sometimes when you're buying batches of records, you get bits of stuff. This is bits of stuff. Let's go for side 2, and let's just see whether we've got anything auto happening, because I'll tell you what, it'd be first time for a long time. Ooh, it still needs some more lubrication, but that motor's as dry as a bone. That was really good, wasn't it? Okay, we only got one channel. Why is that? Might need to clean the connections to the back of the cartridge with a fiberglass brush. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Wow and flutter, it's all not enough torque. So I just want this to come to the end so that I see if the auto stops working. Heading in the right direction anyway. Because the motor was as dry as a bone, this is not going to work for decades. Right, let's see whether I've got the auto stop working right. You remember in part 2 that was all jammed up. There we go. Now whether or not it's going to have the strength to turn, no it's not. Right, we'll give it a hand for now. Good, right, well I'll lock the arm in place. We're going to have to go through some of the adjustments, but I'll do some more lubrication. Pause the video for now. I don't know whether we can see that. Oh, good grief. I'm going to ruin this, aren't I? We were actually beyond 20 grams. I'll just switch it back on again. Well, when it decides. Right, we've got 0. See whether that's on the video. So I've adjusted it. It's at the back on the arm, and you're not going to see that for glare. But it's 4.6. I seem to remember it's 1.5 to 4, but I'll have to check. So just drop that a bit more. 4.5. 4.2. As long as it's under 4, I'm happy with that. 4.1. 4.05. I think I've had these as low as 1.5. 4.05, we're getting there. 3.9, that's do nicely. Right, we'll do some more lubrication, which is what I said to you last time. We need to order some AG12 batteries. We'll get there. Right, I've no idea. We've done some more lubrication, and I think it just wants some use, to be honest. We've got 6 7-inch singles here, and I've set the stylus in with there's an adjustment at the back here, and turning it to the right means the tone arm goes further in. Turning it to the left and it's further out. It's a little bit too far out as presented. So we've got 6 records. It will take up to 8 depending on thickness, but these are clearly too thick to go any further. I don't know where my stash of 10-inch records were, because we'll now have to check it with 12 as well. Whereas normally I just align it with 10 and then I know it'll be right for 7 and 12. Right, so we'll go for this. It'll probably malfunction now that we're all watching. We're not going to play many seconds of these for copyright reasons, of course.
I'd much rather have a caravan in the hills than a mansion in the... You're the one. You're the one I'll live and die for.
Now we'll take the tone arm to the end.
Listen. Listen, people. Listen, people.
We'll try with some 12-inch records, and then job's a good one. Good.
It's switching off okay again as well now.
Well, so far we're okay. Well, we're going to have lunch. I'll bring some 12-inch records across, and then we'll bring this video to a close. So what I want to do next, we've got a 12-inch single. I don't have any 12-inch singles, but we've got one here for test purposes. I've just gone and ordered some 10-inch records because I don't know where my 10-inch records have gone. This is what happens here. There's too many things, and there's too many more things because you have to reorder. So I want to see if it will recognise 12-inch single and put it down in the right place. We won't be playing this. It's Cool and the Gang Cherish, and it's in the right place. Right, so that's that. I need a fiberglass brush at that stylus, the cartridge, because the connector on the radiogram side must have got tarnished contacts because it's intermittent, but that's what it is. You only need to touch it and it comes on. I haven't got a fiberglass brush here. Of course, it's pouring with rain, folks. What we were going to do, there's a scrap radiogram in the yard, and nothing to do with one of these, and we're just wondering if it's got a replacement guide rail to pinch. Anyway, there may be something I can do. It's broken, isn't it, that? And I think the pieces...
It's been snapped in half.
That
Pieces in that bag there.
It may not be necessary to replace that, because I can surely add an extra hole. Actually, it doesn't need to have an extra hole, I don't think. Anyway, it's just cosmetic. We're not bothered about the cosmetics. Finally, the other record, which I really like this, my late father enjoyed it, and it's an a cappella thing, the Swingle Singers, and it's a very good stereo demonstration. So we'll put side B on, but again, it's a copyright thing, so anything more than 7 seconds and we're going to be in trouble. So we'll switch it to 33, and let's see whether it drops. Yep. Yep.
Speculator, grand orator, Disney toy balloon inflator, CIA investigator, alcophonic terminator, fascist rotor, navigator, yearned to be a roller skater. Yes, he was a dreamer, but nobody would know. He used to lace the air out there in the swamp.
Just put that on in the middle of that track.
So the guns would be heard, and I recall your last words. I love you so. How I miss you. Far away here in the front line, I am writing to you while it's quiet, and I sit and wonder.
I'll move the camcorder into the middle.
Are you thinking of me too, or are you somewhere tonight under the pale moon, dancing gaily around with some?
We'll leave it at that.
Well, if you are happy, that's the most important thing to me in the world.
Well, that's fine and dandy. So just some cosmetic things to do. Put the bottom on, and I just want to clean the connector on the cartridge on the instrument side rather than the actual cartridge itself. So there we go, new stylus, new cartridge via Andy. So thank you, Andy, for supplying that. We do one or two things, supplying each other with services and that, so it always works out nicely. I've got a big box come with, I bought a broken record player off eBay, and it's a loft find, and somebody's dismantled it and lost half the bits. So that's going to be a very, very interesting project. It's a bit like buying pipe organs, where somebody's stolen half the bits. So it's something I like doing. So there we go. So I will say that's all fine and dandy. And thank you for watching the HMV Stereomaster 2032 from 1969.